Dima. You mean the world to this group. You're an amazing guy. We love you so, so, so much, and I really hope you enjoy this birthday present that we kind of all collaborated on for you. You deserve it. You're always there for us. You are always putting everyone else first. And for once, I just, you should put yourself first, and just remember that we all love you so much, and thank you for everything. Hey, Camp Pickleback.
I became a pickle against my will. I was soaked in vinegar and thrown into a jar, and then somebody sealed the lid on really tight. It was a little confusing, but I got through it, and then once I came out, they were like, "You're officially a pickle." But I was really happy about it, so I'm really glad to be one.
Toddy and I both became pickles in 2016 when we last minute decided to go to Mysteryland again for our first time after having skipped it.
We knew Ryan Davidson from mutual friends from someone years ago. We've known our whole entire lives almost. And I knew Ryan was going to Mysteryland and I needed somewhere to camp. So really I was gonna just like hang out with him and use it for a campsite. And then not even 12 hours later did I feel like family to...
Yeah, and I showed up a day later, and Toddy had like our whole tent set up, and
I was like, "You gotta come! These people are so cool!"
And I also think, just like in your adult life, you never expect to meet even like friends or people that you're close with. But after that weekend, it was a group of what, like 16 to 20.
I mean, going into that weekend, I had zero expectations of it becoming what it did.
I became a pickle through my ex-wife, and we recently got divorced. And the pickles won me in the settlement. She got the money, but I got the friends. So there you go.
Well, we became pickles because we met Dima, went to a couple parties, then met up with him at Mysteryland, and it was either Camp Pickleback or Camp Fireball. And nobody really likes Fireball, so it was Camp Pickleback.
I guess we could say we were part of the original OG Pickles.
Team family.
Team family, just missed that. But this group is just a bunch of people having an amazing time together.
I became a pickle, I guess just in the past couple of months, because I started dating Dima, as you all know him, and just was brought into a whole group of amazing people. And I remember having that one moment where I was like, we were going to Elements, and I was like, I should work all of Elements, and then I met all of the pickles, and I looked at Dimitri and I was like, fuck work, I'm hanging out with the pickles, I'm officially a pickle. So I think really Elements was like the first time I became like a pickle.
I became a pickle because Dima has been one of my best friends, and he brought me around until everybody liked me, and everybody accepted me, and everybody let me hang out with them.
I became a pickle because about 8 years ago, I met Dima on a camping trip with one of my really good friends, and we decided to talk about house music, music in general, partying, and he's like, who is this girl? Oh my God, she's like my long lost sister. So he's like my adopted brother. And the year that they were going to Mysteryland, I kind of just invited myself and was like, hey, are you guys going? Because I knew they were all in the music festivals, and I was kind of the virgin. He popped my cherry going to a music festival, which was kind of fun. And he's like, hey, Kenny, there's this random girl. Why don't you have her drive with us and go to Mysteryland? So I met everybody, and everybody became my family.
What being a pickle means to me and to us is that obviously our common bond is music and dancing, but ultimately what it comes down to is we're a group of people who, despite all of our different experiences and our different backgrounds, and we all ultimately love each other and we care about each other like a family.
So I became a pickle thanks to Amanda. I was at Mysteryland and needed assistance with some due diligence regarding a new acquisition. Turned out Dima was the guy, and he was able to take care of things, and there was a slight barter involved, and through that transaction, you know, the rest is history.
Interestingly enough, life kind of comes full circle. I knew Dima from college and Anthony and Vinny all my life, so to speak. And when they were hanging out, you know, they were going out this group of friends, and they were telling me, all these great times and all these, stories, and I couldn't go because I had just started a new job, so I was out of the scene for a little while, and so I look, and then Anthony's like, yo, you know these people, like, you know Dima. And I'm like, yeah, of course I know Dima. I met him when I was 18, like freshman year of college. So just goes to show you, I think, what is meant to be will be, and things are full circle. And that's how I became a pickle. I just came right back into the circle.
I became a pickle back on the first Mysteryland, actually. I think that's kind of how we all started the Picklebacks. We kind of organized a big group of people to go to Mysteryland and set up the camping.
Some of us knew each other, some of us didn't. I also went to Mysteryland, but I didn't know the Pickles then. I met the Pickles through Todd and Tia, and I went to Bang on Halloween, and I met them all. And the next day, Dimitri asked me if I wanted to sign up for Holy Ship, and 3 months later, I wound up going to Holy Ship with them.
I became a pickle at Mysteryland 2014. Although I'm not a very active member, I'm an OG. Don't forget it.
This group is friendship. This group is family. This group is about having a best friend, but having more than one best friend. It's like they're the group you go to when you need someone, you need support, something bad happens, and you need someone to, be there for you.
I mean, I think being a pickle just means that you have this huge group of people close and are close-knit, like, OGs, and then all the extended people that we meet at shows and festivals.
Clearly we share one common interest, which is music.
Yeah.
And
and having fun and loving life. Being a pickle means everything.
Yeah, and I would not have it any other way, honestly.
Me neither. Love it.
It's pickle fam. It's something that you can't really explain it. It's not to sound redundant, like it's not a lifestyle. It's not, which it does incorporate a lifestyle into it, but it's something I can't really explain. It's just it's a good feeling. It's a family. It's just pickle fam, and we're pickle perfect.
This group means so much to me. I love all of you guys. I love dancing, partying, getting weird, laughing, puns, eating with all of you guys. So at the end of the day, it's just a group of a family that I know has my back and my best interests at heart, and I could always go to and have a good time with.
At this point in my life, I couldn't imagine my life not with them in it.
Same.
My life would be worse without that.
Yeah, it's been quite the journey, but it's just
quite the ride.
It's just nice to know that you'll have these friends for the rest of your life.
And it just keeps getting better.
Yep.
What qualities stand out most when I think of Dima? Who's Dima?
Captain.
Organize?
Oh, the tall guy. The one who dresses like a dinosaur. No. Is that Dima?
Dima is the most just giving, caring, amazing, wonderful, awesome, all-around good guy that I've ever met in my entire life.
There's nobody else like Dima. He just goes above and beyond every time for everybody. And he doesn't care if he's stressed and sweating and running around just because he wants to make everybody else and make sure like they have a good time.
And which one's Dima? Ah, the doctor! The doctor!
What are the qualities that stand out to me about Dimitri? Kindness, caring, generosity, devilishly handsome, for sure, and probably his sick DJ skills.
No, that's not Dima, Ah, the Chinese guy, bit stupid, that one.
The main quality that really stands out to me with Dima is the son of a bitch is a recent restaurateur. I mean, the man basically owns a Mexican restaurant, and I hear it's pretty good. What about you?
Dima's the man. He's the greatest person on earth. There's no other way to describe Dima except he is the life of the party, and just looking at him makes you want to smile and have more fun.
Oh, Dima. I have so much love for Dima. So much love for Dima. don't know, he's a leader, he's a lover. He just brings everybody together. Togetherness is just this thing that he just emulates, and I don't know, just family.
What do you want to say about Dima?
You know, there's so much to say, but I figured I'd write it down instead. So Dima, thanks for being you, and you can read this later. There's a lot there. There's a lot, I promise. Thank you.
Yeah, his qualities would be written in that card.
Oh, so many.
So many qualities.
So many. So many.
No, that's not. That's not Dima. No, I know who Dima is. Dima has a massive heart. He has an absolutely massive heart.
When I think of Dima, I think of his organizational skills, his being prepared, strategic planning, the attention to detail. He goes the extra mile. He's caring, he's kind, he's loving. He always offers great investment advice and just career advice. But also, at the end of the day, I know if I ever was stuck in a pinch or in jail that he'd bail me out, no questions asked.
Honestly, I have no idea how he's so successful. That's all.
He's the best human ever, how about that? Best human ever.
Dima is someone who's extremely charismatic. He's a natural born leader. He's very engaging and sociable. He obviously cares a lot about his friends, and he's very dedicated to the Pickles as a group. And he definitely puts in 110%, sacrifices a lot to, you know, has cultivated and curated this group to what it is now.
But I don't think Dima's just limited to just a few qualities. I think he's, you know, the sum of all his parts.
My favorite memory with Dima is this past year on Holy Ship, when we were all heading back to the cabin, and there was just maybe a group of maybe 4 or 5 of us, and we're walking down the long hallway, and we suddenly break out into our rendition of Backstreet Boys' I Want It That Way, and we were literally just screaming it down the hallway, singing it all the way down till we get to our room.
When all of us were at Emily's Lakewood house, and we were on the dock, and we came up with the idea of Camp Krusty Sock and One Big Sock. Also, there's holes in that leaf.
Boys Noise, Major Lazer, GTA, My Jane Coles was pretty awesome.
When him and I went to the Anjuna party at the Watermark Bar, and David Blaine came out, and we got to witness some pretty interesting magic tricks together, and we both stood there the whole time trying to figure out how he did it, while drinking Jameson, obviously.
There's so many.
What's our favorite memory with Dima? Off the top of my head?
For me, so as everybody knows, like, I was supposed to go back to back on Holy Ship, and it didn't work out, and the majority of the group went on to the first Holy Ship, but I was like, still, like, I'm gonna go. So, like, none of the girls were on the second ship besides Diana, and that was an opportunity. I feel like the first time Dima and I really, like, it was just like mostly guys. It was like 8 of us compared to like a group of 13, 14, which is like how it was on the first ship. But I feel like that was a good bonding experience for us, and I feel like we just really got to hang out on a one-on-one level.
Oh, Cirque du Soleil when we went was pretty awesome.
First Elements, Vinnie Goods is set. What was that song that came on? I think it was Entrance, Set You Free. And I just kind of stood at the back because I was really hungover, just kind of watching the crowd. And Dima was literally skipping through the crowd, skipping, and in a high voice going, "Set you free!" with his arms like this. So that's how I like to think of Dima, the campest man that I've ever known.
That Jack Daniels event was pretty awesome.
There's way too many, and there's way too many I don't remember.
My favorite memory of Dima was him dressing up as a lemur at Mysteryland.
There's a pebble in my shoe. Took a while to figure out. There's no way that... Oh, I forget how the rest of it goes, but... Pebbles and shoes.
But also Hodor, Game of Thrones, BB King's, awesome.
My favorite memory with Dima is probably tossed between two, but I think it would be Holy Ship. The first Holy Ship I went on with him in 2017, and he pulled me aside at one point, and we just had a moment. It was on the pool deck, and he just told me he was so happy I was part of the group, and I told him it was so mutual, and that it was really special.
It was Dima's birthday. What was it? 31/3/1 right?
Yeah.
That was, and the sun was setting, and Dima was shit-faced, absolutely hammered to the point where he was being a little bit forward with everyone and everything, and getting a little handsy, and I interjected without him noticing by taking a big mouthful of water from about 10 feet away and just blasting him in the side of the face with it. And that distracted him enough to solve the whole situation.
What was the situation?
What?
You gotta share the situation.
Oh, he was getting handsy with some girl.
I think that girl was me.
So, with that, happy birthday, Dima.
Show me your Dima! Show it to me right now, please!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! Happy birthday, Dimitri.
Show me your Dima. Show it to me. Show it to me now.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Dima.
We love you! Mwah!
Happy birthday, Dima.
Happy birthday, Dima! We can do. Let's do one more.
Boobs.
Let's do one more.
You're gonna take my dick out?
Okay, I'm not going to. We're good.
All right, one more. And now you're just gonna say,